I just feel like there's so much stupid online that I'm trying to avoid it as much as possible. Like there's so much of it. Like that Asmongold story this week, I'm just like, oh my God, I don't even want to touch this. This guy's so fucking stupid. And then he apologized, but then in the comments he took back the apology. I don't even know what's going on.
Did he
like,
really?
I'm trying to like there's certain
He
things
never
I'm like,
apologized to
I have to
Palestinians.
decide not to think and cover this or read about this. Like I can't absorb it all. Otherwise I just like start melting into the floor.
He basically apologized to like his fan base that was upset by the backlash. I think that was like the majority of it.
But I watched his.
I thought I heard that he had some like really good, sincere apology. What are you saying? He backed off of it?
Good.
I felt like it was sincere.
And then no, he did apologize. Like I saw like a short clip.
He starts by saying that what he said wasn't racist. He said, "I was being an asshole. My bad." Right? And I'm not here to be like we shouldn't have a door open for him to like be a better person. I want him to be a better person, but like the shit that he was saying was fucked up and racist. Like you have to at least acknowledge that at like the very bare minimum level.
No, I mean there's a video of it.
Yeah, I know. I watched
though. The first apology was ridiculous.
I watched the entire video yesterday, like start to finish, all the entire thing. Yeah.
So he didn't apologize. What happened?
He apologized. He apologizes in like the little bit of the middle to basically upsetting his fans. It's like it's way more like, and to people who are upset, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. I was an asshole, and I shouldn't have been an asshole. That is basically the response, right? But it's like you were straight up saying that this was an inferior culture deserving genocide. Like that's pretty extreme. It's not like whoopsie. My bad. I'm just being an asshole. I was being rude online.
Yeah, I mean, what he said was really serious. Having said that, I think that his apology did come off as sincere to me. And even though, like, I agree that he should have said it was racist and he didn't, and he just chalked it up to him being an asshole, I think that he's too stupid to actually understand the depths of how fucked up what he said was. But to me, the reason why I think that it came off as genuine was because he did seem genuinely introspective, and none of us know. We'll have to judge him by the content that he creates going forward, not that I'll be there to watch it. But he was talking about how over the past couple of years, he's just devolved into this psychotic version of himself where he's mean-spirited, and his dad has been telling him to cool it, and he hasn't been listening. So this kind of led to this mea culpa where he thinks that he should be doing better and is going to try to do better, and he's even going to clean his room and start making original content. So the ban, in some way, to him, felt like this wake-up call. Again, we'll judge him by his actions. And even he said, to be fair, judge me by the content that I put out going forward. One thing that worries me about this is
I have
that
content already of him going forward. I posted it in the chat. He made a
for anyone confused, we're talking about this guy here. If anyone's seen this guy's face before. And if you've also been confused as to why he has an audience, you're not alone.
Yeah, we're all confused by that.
Confused.
We're all confused.
Judge me not by the content I previously made, but by the content I put out going forth.
Yeah. He could return to homeostasis. It could be like Trump, where after Trump's assassination attempt for 2 days, he was seemingly a little bit more cool-headed and tame, and then went right back to the dickhead he always was. My assumption is Asmongold is going to do that too. But in the moment, he actually.
So Mike, here's a new post he just wrote. He wrote this for Sand post apology video.
Oh, he wrote this.
Yeah.
The vibes and feel of the stream recently has been a lot more tense, and a lot of that is my fault. If you think that means my first stream back is going to be...
You should read it from the start. Just avoid the slurs if you're doing that.
There's slurs in here, too.
I don't want to read this whole... We don't need to give this guy this much time.
Now I'm curious. Okay. It just starts out. Okay. Because it was...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wow, okay. I did not... Because it was R-worded to use Palestinians interchangeably with religious fanatics and terrorists. Obviously, not all people in Palestine are trash. It's really... Okay, wow.
Some, I assume, are good people.
Wow. Okay, ridiculous. Well, you know what? Having not known that much about him, the apologies seem genuine, but this is giving me some doubts. It's not really that complicated. Also, it wasn't just that issue. Don't let yourself become ideologically captured by a worldview to the point where it makes you so unreasonable that you turn into what you're fighting against. No one wins when I stand behind a statement that's false or a mischaracterization. My fucking dad told me over a year ago I was getting too harsh on my stream, and I ignored him. Same with a lot of real-life friends. I think... So, this is in response to backlash from his community. This is how, by the way, this is how audience capture happens, because you try to course correct and then they badger you into going right back to the dickhead that you once were. So this, take note, everybody, because this is how people become assholes on the internet. I think I've been increasingly hostile and negative. That brings a bad vibe to the stream. A good comparison, Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero playthrough versus Wulong playthrough. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I want more sparklings. Okay, this, I know nothing about that context. The vibes and feel of the stream recently has been a lot more tense, and a lot of that is my fault. If you think that means my first stream back is going to be me playing Dustborn and promoting Sweet Baby. Okay, so he's still gonna be anti-woke, okay. I think you'll be very disappointed. I'm not changing anything other than trying to be more positive and less mean-spirited. Also,
if you skip to the next one, you'll see him basically say DEI equals die.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll react to DEI equal die gaming. First day back. Okay, so it was all a ruse. Never mind. Okay.
Well, it was I think maybe it was genuine until he saw who his audience is and realized if he wants to continue having an audience, then he's, at least the audience that he has, he's got to continue being the person that he was or is. So
you know what? I
gotta be. I said when I saw it, like him say this, and I've said, I think I might have said this when you guys have brought him up before. Like, I get even why certain streamers who I don't like, don't agree with, straight up dislike, I get why many of them are big and famous and have a big fan base and are rich. Again, I don't agree with them, but I get the appeal. I see
like
the broadcasting talent they have, or whatever it is. Yeah. I do not fucking see what people see in this guy.
That's how
he's not a good talker.
I get it with other people.
He's not a good talker.
No,
he's not a good talker. He's got no knowledge of anything. I know he's a World of Warcraft guy, fine, but he doesn't fucking make World of Warcraft videos anymore. So the one thing apparently he was good at, he doesn't even do anymore. I do not understand why this guy has an audience. Mr. Beast, I see it. I get. Tim Pool, even, I see it. I get. Alex Jones, Steven Crowder. I see the appeal for some of these guys. I don't see what this guy's got to the table. Not charismatic, got nothing going on.
Genuinely
not a good
gross.
Entertainer, not a good talker.
Yeah, genuinely gross.
Disgusting.
Gives the squalid filth. Yeah.
You can see
maybe
trash
it's just
behind
he's. I don't want to. Badger people watching him, but it's probably just his audience. Like they see him in themselves. And
but he could do so much good for the world then, you know, if he took a couple rules for life.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be watching him. They're watching him because, hey, this guy's a slob like me. Like that's
that's you think that's the appeal?
That's what I think the appeal is there. It's like, oh, this guy's so relatable. I'm just like him. I also have cockroaches in my room. Like that's kind of what
I too wipe my gum blood on the wall by my bed.
I don't even want to know what that. I've heard you say that before. I don't have the context to it, but it sounds so,
the first time I heard that, I actually got queasy to the point where I felt really sick. I do feel a little bit disappointed in myself because I was watching his video, and at first I was very skeptical. I'm thinking, is this one of those situations where you actually feel bad, or you feel bad because this is an issue? Because odds are, if nobody heard you say that, or it didn't get clipped, you wouldn't be having this mea culpa. But then I thought, no, Mike, you're too much of a cynical asshole. Maybe give people room to grow. And I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to assume he is acting in good faith. No, I should have been a cynical motherfucker like I usually am. Because
change, though, I think that would be beautiful. I think if he actually came back and was like, by the way, I learned a lot about this, and he doesn't even have to be aggressive, but just like, I think it's unfair fundamentally what is happening to people under a system of apartheid. Just something like that could mean that
I think that's going to take more than a couple of days to get to that point. Like this could be, honestly, I think he was genuine in his first response. The issue is that he saw the reaction, and like it was the massive backlash that he got, that he felt the need to respond to calm his audience down. Don't worry, I'm still a jerk. Don't worry. Like that's kind of how this comes off to me.
Well, part of the reason why I thought it was genuine was because he started to tear up when he said he felt stupid, because people reached out to him when he got the backlash who had family in Palestine, and they were asking him how he was doing. So he thought, wow, this isn't him saying this. This is me, trying to.
Those white tears, Mike. You can't let them. They're weaponized against you.
The tears get you every fucking time. But I thought, wow, it's nice to know that he feels stupid, and he realizes that you can't generalize people like that. So now, after seeing those posts on Reddit that are very bad, I kind of feel like he's gonna try to be better still, so that way because he already had that whole apology, but he's just not gonna meme as close to the sun, but he's still gonna be a shitty person in the end, and he's gonna revert right back to homeostasis in like 2 weeks tops. So it's disappointing, but at the same time, I will be honest, I am relieved because I don't want to like him. If he actually started to go woke and be a nice person, it would be difficult for me to compliment him because I genuinely find him disgusting.
Yes, I totally empathize with that position. At the same time, I feel like it's less about my feelings and more about he has a massive audience that
That's
you
true.
know, if sure, he would probably lose most of them, but if even like a quarter of them would be like turned because he made, you know, a move into the right direction, then it's worth his improvement because he actually has an impact on people. Like, this guy is so popular. It's insane to me how popular this guy is. It just doesn't make
It makes no sense, and it's so frustrating because there are so many content creators that put so much time and effort into their video essays and into their videos, just generally speaking. Even you know, if you take 30 minutes to film a video like the Tabernacle, it's not scripted, but he goes through all of his points. It's very nuanced. And then somebody like him can shit out a video where he's just saying "whoa" in reaction to somebody else's video, and it gets 1 million views. And it's just so not a meritocracy, so unfair. And I don't get the appeal. Genuinely, as you all said, it makes no sense why young people would want to watch him, because he doesn't have anything interesting to say, and he's not entertaining. He's not screaming, playing games. He's not playing a horror game and reacting by freaking out. I genuinely don't get it. I don't get it, and I don't think it's a boomer thing. I don't think I'm too old to get it. I just don't get it.
He was a really good World of Warcraft player. That's it, right? That's where he built like a massive audience, being like one of the world's premier WoW players.
Apparently, that's what I heard. I'm unfamiliar with his work, as I was never a fan of World of Warcraft. Warcraft 3, much better.
But I mean, like, I'm a huge fan of Fightin' Cowboy. He's a really big Soulsborne player online, not just Soulsborne games. He's really great. He kicks ass. I watch all of his walkthroughs. If he started to shit on the floor and leave trash around, I don't think I could watch it because it's just gross. And say stupid shit, it would gross me out. I just don't get it.
But he would find a new audience of people who also shit on the floor and leave trash around. So.
Maybe we should just, I'll trash this shit, throw these books on the ground, never ever comb my hair, fucking.
That's got to be a largely online audience too. Like, no wonder these guys get so massive. Like, these people, they're only online. So, you know, if you want to find people that are relatable, or if you want a massive audience, then the people that are always online are going to be there to watch you whenever you're on. Then you have to be as big of a slob as they are. There you go.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid games.
F around and find out.
Prizes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid game. Pride. Trans rights are human rights. It is necessary to push trans on the kids. Pride.